Hey, what about y'all? Hey, how are y'all doing today on this great Father's Day, Sunday Father's Day? Hey, it's a beautiful day outside and everything like that. Everybody, hey, Tennessee Vols play at 1 o'clock Central Time. I forgot who they're playing, but they're playing at 1 o'clock Central Time in the College World Series. Did anyone sit up late last night to finish the Vanderbilt game? If you did, raise your hand. Well, let me get my other hand up. Hey, raise your hand. Stayed up late. Bottom of 12, I think it was. And the knock was knocked in finally for them to win the game. I think it was 7-6. Woo, what a game for Vandy. Hey, Cardo, buddy. Hey, Cardo, happy Father's Day. Even though you're not a father, you were neutered, remember? That was taken away from you. All right, so happy Father's Day. Today, I'm just going to take just a few minutes for anyone that would like to share a Father's Day story, whether it could be inspirational, something they said to get you educated in life, fire you up in a times of need, and so, whatever it could be. Or it could be one of them, they were trying to teach you an educational lesson and it kind of backfired. So it could be one of them. Like example, here, let me put this link up here. I'm going to put it where anybody can come in and let's see, there it is. Take that link right there and come on in and share with us your story of daddy. Again, firing you up in life, giving you some educational lessons. I had a lesson that may have backfired. All right, let me give you a lesson like this. I was 11 years old. I was 11. My brother was 12. We were on a Little League team called Merle's Little League team. We were in what was called the Kiwanis field at that time. All right. This is our first year playing organized baseball, 11 and 12. And, we didn't know everything about playing baseball then. And so we had a hard time bunting, learning to bunt. Okay. And so the coach, Ole goes up to my dad and says, hey, you need to teach them on your off time, try to teach them how to bunt. Dad takes it upon himself to go teach us how. And I don't know if he ever played any organized sports or not. I don't know if he did, but he was going to help us learn to bunt. Is my mic working? I'm goofing around here. Let me see. Is that mic working? Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm just being sure and cautious. Oh, yeah, I see it. So it's working. All right. Yes, it's working. All right. So now, when it teaches to bunt, the coach told us, hey, you boys need to learn to bunt playing the game of baseball. We had a fenced in front yard to keep our animals or dogs in. And so we as kids don't run out in the road either. So we had this fenced in front yard and we played blue ball. We called it blue ball back then, plastic ball and bat. Then eventually we rotated up to a bat with a tennis ball. But as younger, we played blue ball, plastic ball and bat. But we started earlier though. Dad out there with wasn't with us, but we were with a bat and a hard baseball, regular baseball, and it would hit off the screen door behind us sometimes. And Dad would come out and say, "Don't play hardball in the front yard. Don't." We of course being kids, we not that we ignored Dad, we kind of forgot sometimes, and still went out there with the hardball, and then we'd thump that door again. I told y'all before, don't play any hardball in the front yard. All right, so after we finally get that straightened out, we get the plastic ball and bats and work. All right, remember now, the coach Ole, he said, "Tell me, Dad, need to work on bunting." So Dad gets out there. He's showing us how to bunt the ball, showing how to square around, keep the bat at eye level, move it up and down. He's trying to teach us and everything. So Dad gets out there and he starts pitching to us so we can bunt the ball. My brother laid out a couple of feet down on the ground, missed a couple of them. I laid a couple of them down. And Dad, again, wasn't the greatest ball player, but he did try. And not that he was trying to blow up passes at 11 and 12. And here he is, in his 30s. He didn't try to blow up by us. But so we square around. One time I square around to bunt. Dad's getting ready to pitch. I square around to bunt. The ball hit the top end of the bat and went backwards. Again towards the storm door. And this time the ball goes through the window, the top window of the storm door. And I'm going, oh man, I'm looking up there. I'm going, oh man, he just broke that glass. And then Dad says, now you see why I tell you don't play hardball in the front yard. He told us don't play hardball in the front yard. And then here he is having us out there in the front yard playing hardball. And we learned why we shouldn't play hardball in the front yard because we might bust the glass. So then after that, he took us to the backyard, and then he uh, was throwing against the garage door. That way, then if we squared around and the ball missed, we missed the ball, or it bounced off the bat backwards, at least it hit hit the garage door. No more breaking glass right there. So that was one of the lessons Dad was trying to teach us that kind of backfired. Hey, if you have a story, go to the link up here. I put it in the comments. Go ahead and copy and paste that and take the link and go ahead and hit us up. Go from there. So tell your dad's story. So appreciate it. No one's coming in. No one wants to tell their dad's story. Another dad's story. All right. 16 years old. And when you're 16, what do you want to do? You want to go get that driver's license, right? Driver's license, yes. Well, the day before I'm to go get my driver's license, we've been practicing for months. And what we had was 1971. They only made them for 2 or 3 years, this car. And it was a Plymouth, by Dodge Chrysler. It was a Plymouth Cricket. That's right. It was called a Cricket. And it was a little old small 4-door car. And so that's what my brother and I practice on is this Cricket, 1971 4-door Cricket. Well, the day before we get ready to go for my exam, for me to get my driver's license, to feel a little bit grown up a little bit, my mom sit me down and talk to me and say, I don't know if that car would pass inspections for you to get your license. When they come out and look at everything, I don't know if it would pass inspection. Of course, now I'm getting a little disappointed, right? Because I want to get my driver's license. But then Dad says, I tell you what, get me up early tomorrow morning. My dad had this truck, a Dodge truck, and he says, we'll go out and I'll show you and let you practice on this truck. And if you feel comfortable, we'll go get your driver's license. Cool, Dad. All right. Yeah, I'm happy now. I'm happy again, right? Go get my driver's license, but 2, drive Dad's truck. Woo! That's going to be a blessing for me. Maybe not for him, but for me. So then, what happened? Oh, we got out and we practiced driving about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Dad had me driving him. He says, do you think you can handle everything and take the test? Yes, sir. I mean, even if I didn't feel comfortable, I'm going to say yes, sir, because I want to get that driver's license. I want to try. I say, yes, sir. He said, well, let's go home and let's go get your birth certificate and money and whatever else we need, and we'll head that way. And I said, all right. So we come around, and remember, I told you earlier, we got a fenced-in front yard. I turned the truck in and cut it too sharp. And what happened? The side of the truck hit the corner post of the fence and put a dent in the van, not van, but in the truck. I'm going, oh no, that can't be good. And I'm just thinking it's just a scratch. We both get out of the truck and I go around. Dad's already on that side. I hit his side, and it was a huge dent. I mean, a huge dent. It wasn't one of these baseball dents. It was a huge dent. And I'm saying to myself, well, we'll get that driver's license today. Then Dad, out of his own wisdom, looking at the grand scheme of everything, instead of that big dent, he sees here's a boy that wants to get his driver's license. And he turns around to me and says, do you think you can still pass the test? This time I say, yes, sir, with a little less more confident. I say, yes, sir. He said, well, go get everything. Let me get something to drink, and we'll head on down. Good thing for us, the driver's license was less than a mile where we lived. I go over there, take the written test, passed it. Time to go out and do the driving test, passed it. Got my driver's license, had it in my hand. Dad was there to watch everything. We go home, get ready to go home. He said, the way that you came home a while ago and you turned in and put the dent in the van? I said, yes, sir. He said, go the same route, and I'm going to show you how to get in this driveway without putting any more dents in the truck. And he may have said my truck. So I did exactly what he said, went the long way around to come around, turning in exactly the same way. And this time he says, now, if there's no traffic, swing over to the other side of the road just a little bit and then swing back right, and you'll miss the post on the fence. I did exactly what he said. No more dent, and I got a driver's license in my hand. Now, that is a lesson to learn that Dad was showing. Look at the grand scheme, the grand picture of it all, not the missing piece of the puzzle, not the small part that makes you look bad. He says it's look at the whole picture. So no one else is coming in and tell a story. Huh. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this right here. I'm going over to Clubhouse. And then I may come back and do this all over again. May come do this all over again. All right, then. We'll end this and we'll come back in a little bit. See you.